Okay, this is only the second time I've used one of these two-wheeled wheelbarrows, but I've got these bags of garden waste to get rid of. And the reason they're pointing that way is because they're going to go through tight quarters, and the first load was catching on all the little bitties. So I could probably stack it higher, but you know, I'm getting paid by the hour. Just kidding. A lesson I learned long ago from an iron worker. He was carrying 2 or 3 pieces of steel, and I thought I was young and macho. I can carry more than that. And I asked him, why aren't you carrying more than that? He says, well, I could, but by the end of the day, I'd be dead. You just have to take it easy. You have to watch what you're going. You have to have a light enough load that you're not strained, because you're going to be lugging that iron all day long. Well, I wasn't expecting an obstacle like that ladder to come into the game. So, one-handed driving and videoing. Now, we got a little place down here. Yeah, down there at the end, I put those stones on the left-hand side so the buggy could get through, but I think we might want to carry on with it a little bit more. Oh, I can't do this with one hand, so two-wheel buggies, they're great. Well, here I was a couple minutes ago going, oh, what a great thing this two-wheel dump truck is. And by the way, it's a great thing. The balance, it's just like driving a car instead of a motorcycle, basically. If you need a motorcycle, great. If not, get a Mercedes here. But what happens? Shit, I'm rolling along, and the wheel has gone caca. So I have to figure out how I can get that back in action once I get the load off. So once I know, if you're interested, I'll tell you. Okay, so what happened with the wheel? The pin, I call it a cotter pin, came out here. And when I went to get the wire, I had some wire in the backyard, and I spotted this washer on the way back, because I was thinking of washer when I was on the way back to find this wire. I was thinking, oh shit, there's too much play in there. So this is a good example of you need to get grease or some sort of lubrication in both sides, inside and outside, both in and the out. And then there's screws. If you buy this model, those screws are starting to rust, so I'm going to give those a shot of the GT85 to see if that'll slow things down. But Jesus, I just put 3 or 4 bags in here, and it's got a heavy load in it already. So I'm going to push that through. I don't need to put any more on that one. And then still, look at that big handle, nice and wide too. Not 2 things, just one. That's even better. Okay, now that wheel, see my cotter pin's holding up pretty good. The stress is taken up on that, but the air pressure's too low, especially if you're carrying heavier loads. So I've got my little ring. This is about a 25-pound air compressor. It gets the job done, but it's just a little bit too slow. It depends on how much money you have when you want to buy it. Keep the air pressure regulated right. If you got soft spongy ground, you want less air in the tires. If you got hard firm ground and you're carrying lots of loads, and you want to air them babies up. And if you're carrying lots of loads, you got to lubricate. I'm gonna do that one right now before I do anything else after this air. So you need to just pull that rubber thing out a little bit to get this to line up. Works better with 2 hands. So I don't even think that first one got up to 20 pounds. Oh, I pulled it out with something. I pulled the wire out. Here's my office. Still on there. Okay, that's it then. A spray of GT85 on the way back through, and Bob's your uncle. You know Bob? Does that tire look low? It does to me. Should be about 35. I've had really good luck with this set of, oh, it says 40 on the gauge. As far as keeping the air, most of the cars I've had, their tires seem to always need air all the time. Even though the leak, there wasn't really a leak. To me, and it just slowly seeped out of the tires. Them fat oxygen molecules just slide right through that rubber. Back to the Diet Coke and on to the next load. I don't think you could write a script any better for 2-wheeled wheelbarrows, but unbelievably the other cotter pin has now popped out and the washer's gone. See, there's the new repair. You see how far the things come over, so amazing, huh? I should have inspected the other one, I guess. Opla. Otherwise, a good wheelbarrow, maybe. Oh, wait. Look at those rusty valve bolts. Where are they? There they are. There's and a few more. Oh, opla. Need to get some rust-proof bolts.